If he was working out instead of just eating the cookies, I bet he could get some massive gains.
Put that cookie down! Now!
Hello friends and welcome back to ReddX, your source for the freshest daily cringe content anywhere on the internet. Promise, swearsies, it's just a fact and it's totally science. Go ahead and look it up. Today we're jumping into r/NeckbeardStories. Yes, indeed. We got a neckbeard. This is one of the top posts of all time. We've been slowly working our way through all of these top posts. And this neckbeard is going to tell us how to eat good. Because if there's one thing that neckbeards are known for, it's their wonderful diet that is definitely healthy and not going to kill you before you're 30. I mean, it had what it took to make it into the top post of all time, so I guess that kind of raises the bar. I have quite a bit of high hopes for this story, but I don't know, it might turn out to be a complete trash fire. Stuff like that does happen every once in a while, so I apologize if you've read this story or heard this story before. I'm sure it's made the rounds because top post, but I figured that I should get my take on it. So let's go ahead, we'll get some plugs and disclaimers out of the way, and then we will dive right into some of this Neckbeard Stories cringe. Frank, the nutritionist neckbeard. Yeah, he knows what's good. You like Hot Pockets? You gotta eat the ham and cheese ones. Stay away from the pepperoni, it'll kill you.
Ma'am?
Yes, hon.
More Hot Pockets!
Right away, hon.
Hi, guys. Hi, user Miss Hyde is back. I got a little tale of swift justice for you today. Oh, we're all about justice here. It might be more a bad people story than a neckbeard story, but our antagonist was pretty beardy. Oh, and we get to pass judgment on his neckbeardery. We actually did have a bingo card get made in the Discord, and it's totally cool. If you'd like, you could play along. The card seems to have all the tropes that we could think of, made by user Psycho Raccoon in the Discord, and maybe since this neckbeard does break the mold slightly, at least according to the info at the beginning, we might not get a bingo on our first time out, but that's okay. It's the fun of playing that we should really be after. So I work out with a personal trainer twice a week. The gym that he works out of is one of those specialty gyms where people who train for major competitions like Ironman and or bodybuilding or powerlifting spend hours at a time doing things that appear physically impossible to weak little me. It's a great place, everyone is positive and motivated, and there's no pickup culture. Well, thank God for that at the very least. I would be a little bit intimidated. I want to go to a gym that has like fellow fat bodies, you know? Or just nobody there would be hugely preferable. Positive, motivated, hey, that's great. Keep it to yourself. Leave me alone. Let me do my thing. And that is why I've left most of the gyms that I've joined. Because people want you to be like, oh, here we're family. I'm like, bitch, I got a family. I don't need you. Anyways, unfortunately, this gym recently hired a temporary nutritionist. And this nutritionist is a large, smelly, hairy, leering creeper named Frank. He just wants to offer you an egg in this trying time.
Can I offer you a nice egg in this trying time?
Yeah, he's got an egg!
Frank really is like a strange mishmash of neckbeard and health nut. How do these two things go together? Is he like obese large? I guess not if he's a nutritionist. I just want to know if I can mark it down on the bingo card. He loves these sorts of shirts, which are the infamous wolf howling at the moon shirts. Completely what I expect. But he always cuts the sleeves off to make him some kind of muscle shirt. Oh no, dude. This is next level. Presumably because he thinks that his pasty, flabby arms qualify as muscular. Alright, I'm just gonna mark obese down then. He guzzles muscle milk and is always eating a Lenny and Larry's complete cookie. Oh my God, those things look awesome. 8 grams of protein and a cookie? Bruh, not only is it a cookie, but it'll fill you up for the day. Or, half the day. If he was working out instead of just eating the cookies, I bet he could get some massive gains.
Put that cookie down now!
But he doesn't. There are 2 in a package, and 1 is a meal replacement for someone like me. According to the other trainers, Frank eats 3 to 4 packages during the 8-hour workday. He's unkempt, unshaven, and smelly. Sour milk and duck butter kind of smelly. Ugh, goddamn. So I guess 8 cookies, 8 grams. That's 64 grams of protein, which if you're not working out, that's not good. You can have too much protein. And maybe that's why he smells so bad, or at least a contributing factor. A shower would probably help. Anyways, the first time that I was so unfortunate as to interact with Frank, he was walking around the gym just kind of getting in the way. Remember, he's a nutritionist. He has absolutely no place on the gym floor. I noticed him when he got close enough to me for me to smell him. I was doing squat presses. He approached me from behind and leered hard right at my ass. I'm getting Sir Sam flashbacks right now. I stopped my exercise and stared at him in the mirror until he made eye contact and then scuttled away. Bro, no balls either. If you're gonna make your move, then make your move, bro. Definite creeper material. Outstanding start. I mentioned this to my trainer, Danny, who grimaced and apologized.
He's brand new here, and so far, he's not making a great impression.
In order for him to make a great impression, he'd actually have to go sit down somewhere. Get it? Because his ass is gigantic. All right. The second time I saw Frank, the owner of the gym, Henry, who is a really lovely man, introduced me to him and recommended his services as a nutritionist.
This here's Frank. He's our dietitian while Melissa,
who was our usual on-site nutritionist,
is on maternity leave. Have you had a consultation with him yet?
Oh, Henry. Obviously, he's drinking the Kool-Aid if he's trying to walk around and, introduce this guy to people. Nobody wants anything to do with Frank. Why did you hire him? I replied that I had not, and that I was happy with the diet plan that Melissa had drawn up for me. Frank, of course, interrupted.
I'm sure it could use some updating. Men generally understand the ins and outs of how bodies work on a much more in-depth level, considering that we're the stronger sex.
All you really gotta do with a sentence like that is point at Frank and look directly at Henry you hired this. What am I supposed to do with this?
So you think you got what it takes?
I'll tell you what I got. Your wife's on my breath.
You're hired.
Shit.
Holy God, dude. Henry, of course, looked startled. Damage control mode.
Frank, that's not at all correct. We got people here who made some hugely impressive strides towards their fitness goals, men and women. Melissa is a very educated woman and a fantastic dietitian, and we are lucky to have her.
Yeah, super lucky. When's she coming back again? Maybe I'll just take a break from working out until that point.
Frank looked unconvinced
and busied himself scribbling his contact info onto a business card, which he handed to me.
Hit me up.
He winked. I stared.
If you need to update your diet plan, I mean.
I'm not taking any advice from somebody who looks like you. I'm sorry. if you're gonna be a personal trainer, a nutritionist, something like that, there's a certain image that I want you to have if I'm gonna like try and follow in your footsteps. You know what I'm saying? Oh, I looked at Frank, and then I looked at Henry, who looked vaguely troubled. I threw the card into the trash can and walked back into the gym. After my next session, I was in the women's locker room when one of the female trainers, Ashley, stormed in and started ranting. "That guy is such a piece of shit!" "Hi, Ashley. I'm good. Thanks." "How are you?" "Seriously, Hyde?" "Okay. So, not good?" "Do you know that guy Frank? The nutritionist? Yeah, he is a creep." "I was doing paperwork in the office, and this lumbering jackass just spent 10 minutes goddamn negging me, whining that none of the girls here would give him the time of day, and bitching that nobody liked his diet plans. And he kept asking when Melissa would be back. I was ignoring him, so I thought he'd finally gotten the message when he stopped talking, but then he started playing some weird anime porn on his phone." When I turned around to yell at him, he just said, "Oops, forgot to turn down the volume," and fucking smiled at me. That's disgusting. "Did you tell Henry?" "Henry's on vacation for 2 weeks. I wrote the entire incident out and emailed it to him, but holy shit, I am so grossed out right now." Now, are we 100% sure that it was pornographic material that he was looking at on the phone there? Because, I don't know, there's some animes out there that kind of borderline it with fan service sort of stuff. Unless you heard words like kimochi and iku, I'm not sure if we can 100% say for sure. But yeah, if it quacks like a duck and smells like duck butter, then it's Frank. And Henry just peaced out. He's like, nah, I can't be responsible for any of this. I love that. Ashley stormed off to the shower. I finished packing up my bag, grabbed my cell phone, and walked out of the locker room, absorbed in my emails I didn't see, and therefore collided with Frank. Of course. He responded by falling into me and then putting both of his gigantic flabby arms around me to catch himself. What a move. How many times do you think that's worked in his lifetime? Whoa! That was almost bad. No, trust me, it was terrible. I felt the same way that I do when I know there's a frigging spider on me, except worse somehow. I shoved him away forcefully and he stumbled backwards. "What the fuck do you think you're doing putting your hands on me?" I shouted. The gym went silent. Everyone was staring. Frank turned white and then red. "Ease up. It was just an accident. Jeez, relax. Overreact much?" Danny suddenly materialized next to me. "I think it's best if you stay out of the gym and away from the locker room doors from this point on, Frank." I work here too. I could go where I please." "You're the nutritionist." Danny used air quotes. My fury was interrupted briefly by the desire to giggle. "There's no need for you to be on the gym floor. Go back into your office. When someone wants you, they'll come to you, you literal tumor." Danny is not a tall man, but he's very confident and commands a lot of respect. Frank looked uncertain before glaring at him, spitting out something unintelligible about lunkheads and stomping away. You're a lunkhead. That's what you are. Oh, Jesus. Dude walked right out of the 1930s with his insults. Lunkhead? What are you doing, lunkhead? Alright, I get over it. I told Danny that I was really really uncomfortable around Frank. He apologized and said that he would speak to Henry when Henry returned. Frank was quiet for a while. Everyone eagerly awaited Henry's return. Nah, dude, Henry peaced out for real. He's like, whatever. Just send me the checks. I don't want to go there no more. The women in the gym studiously avoided interacting with Frank. The entire atmosphere was uncomfortable. Last Friday, I realized I had a message in my other inbox on Facebook. It was from Frank. The idiot didn't even bother making a fake account. Now he's stalking people and everything? Oh, good God, dude. I'm pretty sure client information is privileged. Can we fire him now? Just make an executive decision. Frank doesn't need to know. Frank will find out when he comes back, and he'll pat whoever fired him on the back. Anyways, Frank says,
Hey, you there? I just saw you this morning. What's up?
blocked. That's the proper response. But no, OP responds, do you know how incredibly inappropriate it is to look up / contact clients from your job on social media completely unsolicited? Frank,
Lol, Facebook is for everyone, sweetie.
oh, sweetie. That kind of has a 1930s vibe to it too, doesn't it? It almost called her sweet tits. Listen up, you want to be my gal, you strumpet? OP says, my Facebook isn't, which is why it's private, so don't contact me again. Frank,
Come on. Why are you such an uptight bitch? I bet we could be friends.
no. OP says, absolutely not. I would rather associate with a genital wart. Frank,
God, all the women at this gym are such fucking princesses.
OP, leave me alone. Bruh, block button's right there, I'm just saying. Frank,
Come on, girl. I'm a really nice guy.
oh, nice guy, there it is.
Just give me a chance and I'll show you.
Dick pic. Yeah, we knew that one was coming. That should be on the bingo card too, goddammit. OP, oh, look, a picture of your penis. I'm shocked that you could find it, honestly. Has Henry seen this? Contact me again, and this whole conversation goes to everyone on your friends list, including your mother. And then I linked to his mother's Facebook page. Ooh, yeah, I guess making a fake account would have been a good idea, but be glad that he didn't. You could go have a little talk with mom about her precious baby boy. I blocked Frank, as you should have done. I screenshotted the entire conversation. That's a good idea too. I wrote up a detailed list of the times that Frank had made me incredibly uncomfortable, including the one that Henry was witness to. I attached the screenshots and then sent it to the gym, CCing Danny, and that's when Danny called me.
I'm so incredibly sorry, Hyde. That's not the norm here. I promise.
I have no problem with you or anyone else at the gym, Danny. Don't fret. Don't fret. That's another 1930s ism, isn't it? Oh, I keep getting stuck on stuff like this. I just want Henry to be aware that Frank is talking to clients like this.
Okay, I understand. I absolutely support you calling him out like this. I can't apologize enough.
I don't need apologies. I need action, all right? An apology doesn't mean shit to me while we still got a beard hanging around the gym, which was once my sanctuary. You know what I'm saying? Somebody needs to get him out of there. Henry doesn't have like a second in command that you could go to. That might be a pretty good idea if he's gonna leave for 2 weeks. Just, silly business stuff. Henry, hope you're taking notes. My session with Danny was on Tuesday, and he looked like the cat that got the canary. While he tortured the life out of me, he told me the news. Frank had been off since Monday. He was supposed to return Wednesday. Therefore, he had no clue that Henry had come back to an inbox full of complaints about Frank. Complaints ranging from general discomfort to direct harassment. Screenshots of conversations like mine, some of which indicating that he had pilfered phone numbers and emails from company records to contact people. I mean, if that's the bullet, okay. Really, you should have cut him loose when you were still standing there. He's talking about like, men are totally stronger than women. It's like, dude, you're basically discriminating against 50% of the clientele. You gotta go. Also, I'm going on vacation. Come on, Henry. Step it up, bro. Ashley's report of his inappropriate behavior, and there were even a few demands for gym dues to be refunded because people absolutely would not be returning. People were just not fucking having it. And all these emails were after almost every one of his trainers had come to him with some kind of concern regarding our bearded nutritionist boy, Frank. Yeah, Henry, I don't know where you picked this guy up, but you need to bring him back right now. Or 2 weeks ago, rather. I guess a bunch of clients quitting the gym should send enough of a message, right? Now, Henry is a darling man. He's an old cowboy, the size of a fridge, and he's missing 3 fingers on his left hand. He's got the biggest smile for everyone, and a handlebar mustache to rival Sam Elliott's. He's an absolute teddy bear, until you piss him off. And then he's a real bear. Danny reported that Henry had lost his shit. There were fountains of expletives. There was a hurricane of profanity. 1 or 2 decor items in the office were broken. The outburst was epic. But nobody thought to record it on the sly, so I have no idea how epic it truly was. Henry then calmed down, booted everybody out of the office, and supposedly set to work smoothing things over with the clients who were now intent on leaving, which definitely would have been me. I've left gyms for much less. I leave gyms when people try to get too buddy-buddy. I'm like, no, I'm here for a purpose, and that purpose ain't you. Leave me alone. So OP left the gym after attempting to switch my Thursday session to a Wednesday session so I could potentially watch the fireworks. No dice. This morning I got to the gym and was relieved to see that it was still standing. For now. I found Danny. He gave me snippets of the story between sets pushing the sled. I hate that goddamn sled. Frank had strolled in for his shift, clueless as anything. Ashley and 2 other trainers were speaking with Henry, who was manning the front desk. Henry smiled widely at Frank and invited him into the gym for a team meeting. Frank suspected nothing and came willingly. Henry gathered everyone to the center of the gym and proceeded to loudly and publicly list every single one of Frank's offenses. Most of them started with, "This motherfucker," and ended with, "giving me and my business a bad reputation." Public shaming, it works. Danny said that Frank was white as a sheet, and then he turned red, and redder, and even redder. Some people were actually becoming convinced that he might have a stroke. We can only hope. By the end of Henry's speech, Frank was nearly purple. He turned to Frank, who he had not looked at once for this entire delivery, and said, "Now get the fuck out of my gym. You're fired. I'll tell every damn gym owner and contact that I know that you are a disgusting piece of human garbage." And Frank fled. Needless to say, the gym is back to its positive, motivational, and comfortable self again. TLDR, sometimes swift justice can be had, and it is damn wonderful. I don't know if we could say that it's like swift justice. Dude was hanging around making people uncomfortable for literal weeks before the owner finally came back and let him have it. I don't understand why he stood there and took it instead of retreating like I would expect most neckbeards to do when confronted with their crimes. I'm pretty curious what sort of nutritional plans he was handing out. He's like, I know a great low-calorie protein shot. You know what I'm talking about? God, I probably shouldn't have said that out loud. But yeah, I don't think we got a bingo on this one, but we definitely do have a neckbeard on our hands. Delusions of grandeur, sense of entitlement, both check. And then we've also got that new edition, which is never learns his lesson. And it really doesn't seem like he did. He did this to multiple women who probably all told him to go screw. What I'm really curious about is like, how the hell did he get hired in the first place? Where did you find this man, Henry? Jesus, dude. Hopefully Henry learned a lesson. I don't think Frank learned a lesson, but we can hope beyond hope, you know. I do hope that you guys enjoyed the story. If you did, I hope that you'll like, comment, and or subscribe. Maybe share the video around. That's like the biggest brain play, and it's a one-off, which is pretty sweet. You can give people a little bit of that neckbeard flavor without them having to invest hours into a saga. We've also got a bunch of links in the description. Plugs, playlists, podcasts. Yes, indeed. We're doing praying mantis videos over on mine and my wife's channel, Mr. and Mrs. ReddX. I hope you go check that out. We got my social medias, of course, Twitter, Discord, Facebook. Yes, I'm basically everywhere, including Patreon, with my gorgeous, wonderful, beautiful, generous patrons. And I would like to thank them very much as I do every video. So thank you.
Robert Waits, Logan Wolf, River Jerry, Captain Clown Jerry, Honk Honk, Aaron W, Cinnamon Susie, Danny Jerry, Nerdnick, For All Lang Sign, Fire Drake, Giggle Jerry, hee hee, Ayuri. Yeah, I got dared to say that correctly. I don't think I'm getting it. It's not getting any closer. Jari, the pirate. Livingston loves Jerry. So does ReddX. Rogue, Silent Revolver, Magdalene Marsha Thornrose, the OG Jerry. Yeah, he's in here. Becca, Jerish Kitsune, Satori, a Jerry, a juggling Jerry. A musty Argonian Jerry. Well, I play Khajiit, so we might have a few problems here. Alunia, Althea, Anunnaki, Assassin Pug Jerry, Bang Bang, Atheist Jerry. He's so euphoric. Grizzly, Bailey Joy, Bearded Jerry. Watch out for that guy. Bitch Gremlin, Blade the Hero, Blameless Fish, Bloop Bloop Jerry. But Jerry, it's cold outside. I think my voice cracked in the middle. Camille Sarah, Commander J-Tag, Deltaroon Jerry, Dennis Dayton, Dinosaur Nightlight, Disposable Waifu, Aaron Lennox, First Nova Studios, Gypsy, Hadrian BR, Heathcliff, Itchy Nuts. Just scratching, bro. It's been over a week, and Marble Jerry still hasn't returned from the roller rink. What are we talking about? A pimp named J. Crisp, J.M. Coon, Jennifer Schaefer, Jerry Big Nuts, the Reaper of Beard. That's Mr. J. Jerry Blacktail, Jerry Milady Nix, Jerry the Smoke, Jerry to the other Jerrys, Jerry the Outlaw Mother Trucker, Honk Honk, John Hero, Jolly Black Jerry, Simboofa, cause if your boofing is free, K. Jerry W. Kajow, Crewhee, Miss Monday, Lord Lionel, Jackus Rule, Melgar the Destroyer, my boy Nat One Nick, Natari, Nightmare Jerry, watch out, Origami Jerry Steve, congrats on the marriage, Panda Prince Jerry Bamboo, Phantom of the Pines, Jerry Kids and Jerry Beth, Rose Jerry Miller, TSM Kirby, Safe Spaces Hate Satire, I still don't know what to think of that name, Sarita the Lolita, Serrated Ash, Staples, aka Jerry Yeet, Stephanie Goodner, Synaptic Boomstick, Brilliant Tamago, Tapioca Boogaloo, Tato Ferret, Teddy the Police, 10-Ton Monster, the one true Fusky, Tom, but it's the Jerry on the inside that counts. That's true, just facts. Church, Treeberg, Vigilante Justice. Yeah, we need to get some of that out there for Casino Beard. I know the Jerry Army's on it. Will Megs, Conrad Mooney, Kira, you're a wizard, Jerry. Redwind, Goose says honk, Naga Viper, Side Jerry the Cyborg. A normal Jerry, just here for my daily cringe sandwich. Feed me, ReddX. Hunter of Jerry's, Devourer of all things tasty, it is Tom. Admiral T Tank, who I think is leading the Tom Army. Alunia, Amara, Atomic Jerryzilla, AZ, Banish Knight, Barbushka's a Radiator Jam, Broken Spine, Horseradish, the original different Jerry, that's Cake Jerry. California Jerry Girl, yeah. Canadian Lynx, Carrot Jerry, God of Veggies, good for your eyes. Cha-cha-cha-cha, Jerry. Chris Meska, Cinnamon Bunny Dog, Furry Worry, Awoo Jerry, Crip Titties, Cuban Jerry, Define Jerry, Dr. Frankentom's Jerry, it's alive. Electrical Fennec, Ghost of Alpha, He Not, HMT Mayor, Holy Berry Jerry. How's your short game, Jerry? Hydra Jerry. Tom and Jerry, no, Jerry and Tom versus Santa Werebeard Apocalypse. Hey, you leave Santa out of this, alright? He's an innocent. Jerry Binks, Misa like your name. Check out the mustache on Jerry Aldo Rivera. Jerry Bean, yum! Jerry Roxers, yay! Jerry role-playing game, Judge, Jerry, an executioner! King Tom, smasher of Jerry Zillas. Now we got a fight on our hands. Kidsakin, Life of a Guardian, Little Ann Woods. Maybe next time, Midnight Sun, Milkfed Gimp, Miss Duchess, not Invisible Angel. I see you. One leg Jerry sings Jingle Bells. Let me see it. Jingle your bells while you're hopping up and down. Okay, became Princess Rosalie, Jerry. Congrats on the marriage. Ghosty, wrapped her out. She's my Jerry Pie. Go drink a Mountain Dew. What a big surprise. Cringe so good, make a grown man cry. Sweet Jerry Pie. What a hot song. Solorian King, Snary, the Snom Jerry, Spoonie the Rogue, Steampunk Ellie, that one green Jerry. You know who I'm talking about. The Necro Jerry Con, the original Jerry, not the most different Jerry, maybe to Infinite Jerry and beyond. Definitely. Zestabo Jerry, Tom Promise, Jerry swears. Oh no, bad Jerry, Tom be a good boy. This is just a fact, totally science. Go look it up and buy it. I mean, another ReddX video. Hey, thanks. And also thank you to my $1 patrons.
You guys absolutely killing it on the Patreon. I am humbled. I am grateful. I am in your debt. I do hope some other people will consider signing up on the Patreon, but if you can't do it right now, don't sweat it too hard, friends. I just appreciate you coming on through, hanging out with me, and I hope that you'll come on back and hang out with me again tomorrow. In order to do so, you'll need to keep yourself safe out there. Wash your hands, but also take some time out and do something that you personally enjoy today. Maybe like, watching some more ReddX videos. I'd appreciate it. Always remember that you are loved, you are worthy, and you definitely deserve it. I shall see you in the next one, friends. And until then, bye-bye.